Hello, this is Patrick at OneCNC West, and what we're going to do in this training video is continue to take a look at creating parts using OneCNC geometry. Now, in this example, our geometry is a little bit more complicated than last time, but we can use exactly the same techniques. Here you can see we have our shape here, and we definitely have some fillets, and we have some holes that are created at these different fillet or arc centers. Alright, so same thing applies here. I have a layer called print box. This is just to make sure that I'm on track in regards to creating the geometry for you. So just like before, let's look at the overall shape and see if we can build this using just some lines here. So I'm going to turn our print box layer off. Let's head over to the main toolbar and select line. And I'm going to use coordinate input for this. So we're going to start at x0, y0, z0. I'll click OK for that. And now we're going to head over to x of 7 inches. That looks good, so I'll click OK. And now we're going to go down to y minus 2. Notice how we're only typing in the axis that changes. We're going to use the same x value here, so we leave that alone. Just type in a brand new y value and then click OK. Now we're going to head over here to x of 3 inches. That looks good, so we'll click OK. And anytime you're putting coordinate input in, you can always come over here and start snapping. So because our dimensions are pretty simple, for example, we could come down here to y minus 4.5 and left click, and back over here to x0 and left click. And of course you can come back up here and left click, but I want to point out that it's easy just to head back over to coordinate input again. If you wanted to, just head back over here, type in your coordinate values, and don't forget to click OK. When you're finished, you can right hand mouse click, and there you go. Or you can select a different option. So you can see that when typing in coordinate input, it's easy to swap back and forth between coordinate input and entity digitizing, grid snapping, datum snapping, or whatever you need to do there. So let's check this up against our blueprint now. We're going to bring our print box layer back on. That's looking pretty good. Now we can see we have some fillets here. It looks like these are a 1/2 inch, typical 6 places. So we're going to put a fillet on all these corners. Let's turn our print box layer off. Remember, a fillet is a type of an arc, so you want to select your arc or circle tools. I'm going to grab fillet, and for the fillet radius we're going to put in a 1/2 inch. And it doesn't matter the direction in which we digitize. In fact, if I grab that line first with the left click, I can come over here and get a preview. I can even come over here and get a preview. It really makes no difference which direction you're going. I'm going to left click there. So left click and left click, left click, left click, left and left. It doesn't matter which direction you go. It makes no difference at all. Just left click both those lines, and when you're finished, just right hand mouse click. And it doesn't have to be lines. Of course, you could be putting fillets on circle line, circle circle, line line, whatever you need to do there. Let's bring our blueprint layer back on. That's looking good. Now it looks like we have 5 holes. These have a radius of 0.19, typical 5 places. So let's turn that off. We're going to head over here and we're going to grab our standard arc tool, and the radius is 0.19. So I'm going to type in 0.19 for the diameter, but then I'm going to type in times 2, and we'll hit the equal sign, and that gives us 0.38 as the diameter. And now it's just a matter of snapping these arc centers. Now to snap an arc center, just wait till you see that little diamond, left hand click, left click, left click. We're going to come down here, left click, and left click, and when we're done we can right hand mouse click or select another option. So I think that looks good. Let's double check it. I'm going to bring our blueprint layer back up, and that looks good. So there is our next shape. That looks very good. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.